Today I'm going to tell you about a little funny things, interesting thing that happened yesterday. Quite by chance I understood that there was an ongoing real-time session with the Euroluna XPRIZE team where they were answering questions, any question from, you can say, the public. Anybody that was around to ask some questions could do so, and the Euroluna XPRIZE team promised to answer any questions, of course, as long as they were not violating any other agreements like the master team agreement or other things like that. It all happened at something called Reddit, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it in the right way, but it basically worked in the following way: that one had to make a login, so I made one, and one could ask the XPRIZE people any question as such. And by the way, you can see, if you go slightly higher, you can see the address of what was happening at the interactive session. And then the most interesting bit about this forum seemed to be that you can vote. You can vote for a question because you think it's interesting. You can vote for an answer because you think the answer was good. You can also vote down, so it's not only going in one direction. I didn't manage to understand the whole system completely, but basically it seems to be something where the more people that vote for a given question's relevance, you can say, and the answer to it, the higher it rises in the overall forum and in the overall discussion thread, so that at the end you can sort of say that you have found the most interesting question and the most interesting answers for what happened in that discussion forum on that topic. Now, I went in, it was the very first time I've ever tried this forum on, and it went up and down, whatever I answered. Sometimes some of the questions or comments I put in disappeared completely. Other times they actually rose quite prominently. And when I checked this morning, so 12 hours after or something like that, the highest priority question, the one that got most points on the way, was a comment saying, "It's a cool competition. Are there any updates on protecting the historical significant sites on the moon while still letting people seeing them again?" So mostly we're talking, of course, Apollo sites, and there's been a very significant discussion about that in the competition and also with NASA on that. There is a 4 or 5 line reply from the Euroluna XPRIZE on that, and as the next comment down is a comment I wrote there, which was basically that from our team's point of view, because there are some restrictions on overflying the sites and you have to land in principle beyond their horizon in order not to contaminate them with anything you could throw up of dust from your landing sites. We think that the landing is going to be too complicated for us to be able to do it with that precision, and the travel time afterwards, or the travel distance to get to an interesting point with some possibilities for sending back video or pictures of the Apollo heritage sites, is going to be too difficult for us. But this was, let's say, the first experience of mine with this Reddit, if I'm saying it correctly, and it was an interesting one. So thank you for listening in.